Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Wet Shaving with Angelo. I'm Angelo, and today's going to be a good day and a good shave. For today's shave, I'm going to be using an old brush of mine I've had for quite a while. Let me see if I can get that in focus. It's a Yaki 26mm synthetic shave brush. Yaki is an Asian company that makes really good shave brushes at an affordable price. I'm going to be using this brush with the mixed red handle. Or that's what they call it, at least, the mixed red handle. For a shave soap of choice, haven't used this in a while, but I love it very much. Martin de Candre's Fougere. A lovely Fougere scented soap. Some consider this one of the best Fougere soaps on the market. And it's just very pleasant. Like all Martin de Candre's shave soaps, it lathers very well. For aftershave of choice, original Fabergé Brut, or Brut by Fabergé. A few months ago, I was on the search for a bottle of vintage Fabergé era Brut, which was made aftershave. Which the aftershave version of Fabergé Brut was made roughly between the 60s through the 80s, to my knowledge, at least. And let me tell you, it's hard to find an original old school bottle of Brut, full bottle. I was able to find a small lot on eBay of 2 bottles, full filled to the brim for I believe it was like $20 each bottle. And I piffed one of the bottles away I piffed one of the bottles to one of my friends in a raffle I did on Facebook. And this is just some good stuff. If you like a classic, old-timey, manly kind of scent, I would recommend Brut any day of the week. It's not for everyone, I'll admit, but Brut is just a classic. It's just a classic, masculine, old-time scent. Blade of choice, my go-to blade, Voskhod. And the razor of choice, this is what I was saving for best for last. A 1977 Gillette Psycho Tech razor, otherwise known as the Gillette Lock-type razor, also known as the Gillette Institutional razor. This razor was manufactured from, I believe it got started in 1949 and went all the way through the 70s. And Gillette would manufacture these. The reason this has the nickname the Psycho razor is because this razor was made for inmates at prisons, mental institutions, hospitals, and the U.S. Army asked Gillette to manufacture a razor that a patient or inmate can shave himself with, but cannot get access to the blade. Because with this razor, if you look over here, there's a lock and key mechanism in here. There's an Allen wrench kind of stud in there, and you put a key inside, twist it to unlock one way, and when you unlock it, you open the razor, you can change the blade. And when you lock it back tight, you can't. The thing is, you cannot open this razor without the key. And it did come with a homemade key, but I also bought from Razor Emporium their replica Psycho Tech key, and it matches this very well. And also, a little side note, this is an English-made Gillette Psycho Tech, and I've shaved with this razor, this British Psycho Tech razor, twice so far, and I've had good results with it. So let's wet the face, get the lathering, and start to shave. How's everyone doing out there? Having good shaves? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, I've shaved previously with the Psycho Tech twice before, and it's a mild shaver, obviously, but it delivers a good shave. In my opinion, I think it delivers a very good shave if done right, you know. But that's any razor. And find what blades work best for you. I'm just smelling the lather. I'm just smelling the Martin de Candre's fougere soap as I'm lathering, and just from my right here, right now, it is a beautifully made fougere scented soap. Just a beautiful fougere. I'm sorry I didn't get the chance to write down the scent notes of these products, but this is just a... If you love a good fougere and you have the money to spend on Martin de Condra, because it is pricey, I would say take a chance with it. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Like with any Martin de Condra shave soap I've used, lather pops up instantly as soon as you touch wet brush to soap. And it's worth every penny, I think. And definitely what I think is going to be a lifetime soap, because there's 7 ounces of this, and this is a very hard puck of soap, and even when you use it a dozen times, it looks almost like you never used it at all, because it's so concentrated. Maybe it's triple milled, I'm not 100%. Okay, so rinse off my hands, get all the excess soap off them. Then we're going to get to shaving with this 1977 Gillette Psycho Tech made in England with a Voskhod blade. Just a nice mild, it's a good mild razor. If you like mild razors, this will be great for you. But then again, it shaves just very, very similarly to a fat handle tech. So if you shave with the vintage Gillette fat handle tech, you'll know what kind of shave you're going to get with the Gillette Psycho. In fact, some would argue the Psycho razor was basically a lock and key version of the Gillette Tech fat handle razor. As some of you may know, some of you may know, for a long time, I've been doing roughly one video a week. But lately I've decided I'm going to bump it up to 2 videos a week if I can. Just to pass the time with this quarantine and whatnot. You know, and we'll get through, the better times will prevail, but we just gotta be patient with everything and wait till they come out with a vaccine, which they're working very fast, I hear, on passing a vaccine, or at least, vaccine and a cure, from what I'm hearing. But it can take a while, so just be patient, stay indoors if you can. And practice, if you have to go outside, practice social distancing. That was the first pass with the grain. Going to re-wet the face and lather up for the second pass across the grain. And I'm getting lather everywhere as usual. Nice lather right there. Rinse the hands, get all the excess lather off. Got a lather on my shirt, but that's alright. I always wash them out. Time for the second pass across the grain. And for those wondering at home, I'm shaving off roughly a day's worth of stubble. Or 24 hours worth of stubble. But yeah, as I said earlier, I'm working on trying to bump up my video production from 1 video a week to 2 videos a week at least. As a way to pass the time during these crazy times with the COVID-19 and the quarantine. Make the best of my time, right? And I just saw that my channel, Wet Shaving with Angelo, we're a little bit over 260 subscribers. I want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed, that hits like on my videos and comments on my videos. I truly appreciate everything that goes on, and I truly appreciate all of your support. I couldn't do this without everyone. I couldn't do this without everyone supporting and sorry. I couldn't do this without everyone's support and enthusiasm. Just a very good shave so far today. A very good shave so far. Not seeing it. Well, I see a little bit of tiny baby cuts here and there. I see one or two tiny dots of cuts. Other than that, so far so good. But those cuts could have been from yesterday's shave, which is a little rougher. Time to lather up for the third and final pass against the grain. This is just a one, as I said before, I love a lot. I have 3 Martin de Condra shave soaps. I have Original, our Grooms, and this one, Fougere. Personally speaking, I like a Grooms the best because I love a good, because to me it's as I said in my last video, it's a happy scented shave soap with its bright citrus scent. But since I was going to use vintage Fabergé Brut, I thought I'd use this Fougere. I thought I'd use Martin de Condra's Fougere scented soap because it pairs well with Brut or any Fougere soap or any Fougere aftershave today. It's really very nice. So I'm not good at describing scent notes off the bat, or right off the bat, but I do send some green scent notes, like green floral notes. But that could be me. Time for the third and final pass against the grain. I would say for the Psycho Tech, this is the kind of razor you can go into cruise control mode with. I.e., just shave with it and not even think about blade angle or pressure, as it just comes natural. Especially if you're used to shaving with Gillette Tech razors, the Psycho Tech should come naturally to you with proper blade angle and pressure. I will say works, even though I like the Voskhod blades, I would say the Psycho Tech works better with a more aggressive blade, like a Gillette Platinum blade or Rapira Platinum Luxe. Just my personal opinion. For when you want that baby butt smooth shave. Because as they say, like when you shave with a mild razor, they say it's good to use it with an aggressive blade or sharp blade. Okay, just going to use the stippling pencil to stop up one or two little spots. Just like little baby spots. And if you've seen my video on my top 5 blade video, you should know that I mentioned that Boscott blades are like a perfect in-between blade of sharp and smooth. Time to rinse off for the final time. For the last time today. And now it's time to finish off this shave with vintage Fabergé Brut. A bottle of aftershave that's roughly, I'd say 40 or 50 years old at least. Maybe 30 to 40, maybe somewhere between 30 some to 50 some years old. Depending on when it was made, because I have no idea when it was made. There's no date code or anything. Let's splash it on. Oh, nothing like the scent of real Fabergé Brut. Not the Brut 33 that's disguised as real Brut today or that you find in supermarkets. It's good stuff, the stuff you find in supermarkets. But in all honesty, the modern day supermarket Brut is a shell of its former self. As it's got like a third of the amount of fragrances, or it's like Brut 33 from the old days is now regular Brut in today's supermarkets. And they called it Brut 33 back in the day because it had a third of the amount of fragrances, or a third amount of the strength of the fragrance in Brut 33 and in today's modern Brut than they did in the original Fabergé Brut. Anyways, that was today's shave. Have a good day. Have a good shave, everyone. Goodbye.